Another way of dividing up the profits of a partnership is based on the ratio of capital in the partnership. So if you've put in 2/3 of the capital and I put in 1/3 of the capital, then you'd get 2/3 of the profits and I'd get 1/3 of the profits. Makes sense? So let's take a look at one. We're going to look at exercise 3. Catherine, Aaliyah, and Paulina formed a partnership. Catherine put in $150,000. Aaliyah put in $150,000, and Paulina contributed a whopping $200,000. Their partnership agreement calls for income or loss division to be based on the ratio of capital invested, and the partnership reported income of $100,000. So how are we going to divide it up? Well, the first thing we have to do is figure out what percentage each of them has of the partnership. So let's see what we can do here. First, let's figure out what those percentages are. Catherine had $150,000 in her capital account. Aaliyah had $150,000 in her capital account, and Paulina had $200,000 in hers, for a total of $500,000 in capital in the partnership. Well, what percentage did each have? Well, Catherine had 150 divided by 500, otherwise known as 30%. Aaliyah had the same thing, 150 divided by 500, or 30%. And Paulina, a little more, 200 divided by the 500 total, otherwise known as 40%. Just to be sure, whoops, something's wrong there. 150 divided by is 30%. There we go. 30 and 30, 60 and 40 is 100%, just what we needed. So how are we going to split up the income? Well, Catherine is going to get 30% of the $100,000. 30% of 100 is $30,000. Aaliyah is also going to get 30% of the $100,000. And Paulina is going to get credit for 40% of the $100,000, or $40,000. Let's add it all up and make sure it totals the 100,000. It does. 30, 30, 60, and 40 is 100. So there you have it. That's how you divide up the income and put it in their capital accounts based on percentage of capital balances.